Well, hello, this is Miss Ashlee, Youth Services Librarian at the Crystal Lake Public Library, here today to talk to you about talking books for kids. You may have heard of this service before, or you may not. You might not realize that it applies to kids. I'm going to give you a little overview of the service, explain how it works, and then demonstrate a talking book machine for you today. The Talking Book and Braille service is federally funded by the National Library Service for the Blind and Print Disabled, which is part of the Library of Congress. It's supported at the state level by the Illinois Talking Book and Braille Service, which is part of the Illinois State Library and Office of the Secretary of State. The service provides audio and Braille library service, including books, magazine, and music materials, through mail to your door or through instant digital download. So if you or a friend or a family member have difficulty interacting with traditional print materials because of any permanent or temporary visual, physical, or reading disability, this also includes dyslexia, you qualify. So to get started with the talking book player, the talking book machine that you would be sent, it will come in a box like this. Once you open it, this is the player, and you'll notice that there are large buttons and you can feel the shapes, and they have raised surfaces on them. There's also Braille, and there's larger print. And the books are shipped in a cartridge like this, and they look like that. They come in a container like this, and they look like this, and they're easier to grab onto, and you can push them in like that. So the battery on this one is not charged up. That's okay, because there is a power cord in it. I'll plug that in.
Player on. 5 books. Volume up.
And
Volume up.
Anderson's Fairy Tales.
Current position.
Contents.
Then I can hit play.
Side 7, Tone 1. The Tinderbox. Side 7, Tone 2. The Garden of Paradise. There was once a king's son. Nobody had so many or such beautiful books as he had. He could read about everything which had ever happened in the world and see it all represented in the most beautiful pictures.
Speed it up.
He could get information about every nation and every country. But as to where the Garden of Paradise was to be found, not a word could he discover. And this was the very thing he thought most about.
Which is a great feature, because often if you're listening more than you're reading, you can listen at a much higher rate. So that's a great feature. You can skip ahead, you can get to the menu, you can get information, you can change your tones. And when you're finished with the book, you just put it back in the envelope. You would turn it over and put it into the mail, and it ships free. And they have a great group of readers advisors that would work with you to find out what you like to read and to get you books like that. For more information and an application, visit ilbph.org for the Talking Book and Braille service of the Illinois State Library page. Scroll down and then go under applications. There's the application form for an individual, or if you were an institution like a school or something like that, you can do the institutional application. You download and print the application, or you can come into the library and we can print it out for you. And then you fill it out. They're going to ask some information. Assess your eligibility. And then under certifying authority, you need a signature of any of the following: a doctor, ophthalmologist, optometrist, psychologist, registered nurse, therapist, or professional staff of hospitals, institutions and public or welfare agencies such as educators, social workers, caseworkers, counselors, certified reading specialists, school psychologists, superintendents, or librarian. So, once you have that filled out and certified, then you can go ahead and send it in and get started. You'll be contacted by the Illinois Talking Book and Braille Service. They'll get you set up with what you need, whether it's a machine and the books sent to you, whether it's Braille service or the digital download, and they are really great at understanding the services and walking you through the process. So I hope that you give it a try. You can always contact us at the Crystal Lake Public Library with any questions.